Today I need to pick everything that's left in our garden because tonight we're going to get a frost. So I just found out that it's going down to -1 Celsius tonight. So that means I gotta pick everything that we have because the frost is gonna kill it if I don't. I have all these flowers that I want to dry, so I'll cut all these down. I have herbs over here that I should probably cut. Get those. Over here, we still have tomatoes, we have peppers, we have eggplant, cherry tomatoes. We still have a lot, but I don't want to lose it, so I'm gonna pick it all now and I'll show you what we get, how much. There's a lot of cherry tomatoes over here, and I haven't picked them in, I don't know, like a few days, so let's see if there's any red ones. Yeah, we still have a lot of red ones. So I got all these cherry tomatoes here. And regular tomatoes here. There's still a lot of green ones, but there are still red ones to pick. So I'll start picking everything. Jake, my son, is gonna come out and help me, I hope. And I'll show you how much we get. Let's see what Jake got. He got a lot. That is really great. Thank you. So this is all the vegetables we got. Yep. Tomatoes, eggplant, some green beans, peppers, a lot of cherry tomatoes. There's a lot of green ones, but I'm hoping they're gonna just ripen. And then these are for my son Sam. They're hot peppers. I think they're jalapenos, but I didn't want to pick them and get all that on my fingers because they are really hot. And then a little bit of herbs. So the next thing I'm gonna do now is pick some of the flowers. Our flowers did so good this year. I don't know why. I did water them every day. That's something I usually don't do. But anyway, we got so many. They did really nice. These marigolds started with just one seed and one little plant, and they just made these super big bunches. So I'm not sure if I should cover those tonight or pick them to dry. We'll see. Here's our hydrangeas. I love these flowers so much. I've picked some of these. I don't know, I think I might just leave them alone because I want the plants to be strong next year. But my favorite is these zinnias that we planted this year for the first time. They were just a pack of seeds from the dollar store, and they just like grew. They overgrew everywhere. And they're so pretty to dry them and to just enjoy them. So, but I think I'm going to pick these and dry them in my shed and just figure out what to do with them later. Maybe I can make a wreath or something, but I just don't want them to, the frost to kill them, so I'm going to start picking these now. So I picked the flowers. This is what I got. I think I've been picking them, it feels like it's been about an hour. It's a lot more than it even looks like. It was a lot. So this is everything I got, and I'm so excited. Our garden was so great this year. I loved it so much, and I'm so sad that we won't have any fresh, especially cherry tomatoes. Those are my favorite, but free food, free flowers. It was so great. So before I go in, I noticed, since we haven't cut our lawn in a couple weeks, that the dandelions grew back really nice. So I decided I'm going to pick some dandelions, and it's one of our favorite vegetables to eat, and I'll show you how to do that. They're really good for you, and they taste really great. So all you do is you just find a spot where there's not a lot of grass, and you just pick them low down, as low as you can, like that. Trying not to get the grass, and not like if there's any dirty spots or dirty areas, like avoid that, but just the nice light green ones is what I like to do. So I'll keep picking these, and then when I have enough, I'll show you guys the pile that I came up with. So this is the little pile I got. I've been picking them for about 15 minutes. See how they're really nice and light? Like a light green color. If you get the ones that are too dark, they're a little more bitter, so you don't want to do that. Just try to get the ones that look kind of like the newer ones. So I'm going to take these in and wash them probably 3 times so there's no dirt at all on them. And then I'll boil them, and then tomorrow I'll show you how I fry them with olive oil, garlic, and salt, and a little hot pepper maybe. And they are so delicious. So I washed them twice. They weren't dirty at all. Sometimes you find a little piece of grass that you have to pull out, so just watch that. And I'm going to boil them for about 10 minutes, drain them, and then put them in the fridge, and tomorrow I'll show you how I fry them. So it's been about 10 minutes and these are ready to drain. This is what they look like. It doesn't take long, and it's just the color turns a little bit darker and they're soft. So I'm going to drain these now. Here they are. I drained them, and try to get as much of the water out as you can. That's the key. You don't want them to be wet. So we'll put them in the fridge after they cool. I'm going to add my dandelion that I cooked yesterday to the pot. And some olive oil. Maybe just a couple tablespoons. And then I cut up about 3 cloves of garlic. I'll add that. And some salt. And I'll just cook that on medium for maybe, I don't know, probably altogether 10 minutes. It's going to take a little time for it to get hot. So when you cook this, you don't want the garlic to burn, just till it gets soft. So just keep an eye on it, and just keep cooking this for between 5 and 10 minutes. So it's been cooking for 5 minutes, and make sure when you do this, you keep the heat on about medium. And what you want to do is get most of the, I see a little piece of grass. You want to get most of the water out of it, and the garlic will start to get a little bit of color, but not too dark. So keep going and give you a couple more minutes. You can see now that it's done. When it starts to get a little bit of color on the pan and a little bit starts to stick, and the garlic gets a little bit golden, that's how you know it's done. It took about 8 minutes. This is what it looks like. It's good to have this as like a side vegetable, or even if you have it the next day when it's cold, it tastes good on a sandwich. It's very good for you, really high in vitamins, and good for your liver, good for a lot of things. So next time you need something, you want to try something different, pick some dandelions from your yard and make this.